Hi, good afternoon, everyone. It's Michelle Silverman Bedell from Silver Sons Realty. Today I would like to discuss, it'll be really a two-part session, but really what buyer's agents do for your clients. And what do I do for my client as a buyer's agent? I believe really strongly about buyer brokerage. And as you know, with the new law that started this past year, when you work with a buyer client, you really have to have an exclusive right or non-exclusive right to represent them. And it's very important. It's like a listing agreement. There's a beginning and end date. And in that are your services that you provide, as well as your compensation. So I'd like to focus today really on the beginning of what I do when I work with a buyer. When I first are introduced to somebody or they're referred to me, I ask them lots of questions even before I meet them, right? I will ask them, what is their motivation? When are they looking to buy? And I think that's very important to know because some people call me up and they go, Michelle, I'm not looking to buy for a year from now. So I have an understanding of how often I have to send them listings, how much I have to discuss with them up front. But it's very important to know the timing involved, right? I also want to know which communities they're looking in. Because when I do a search, usually I don't send them a blanket of 10 houses in various communities. I break it up so it's easier for them to see and categorize what they like and what they don't like. I'll ask them, are there any specific needs that they have in a house? Do they have to have something that has no steps, no steps to the entrance? Will they accept something with a few steps to the entrance? Do they need a first floor bedroom, for instance? Do they need a guest suite on the first floor? How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms? In addition, how much work will they be willing to do to the house? Today, the prices are high and people have to factor in the amount of renovation, if any, that they have to do to make the home comfortable for their needs. In addition, I want to know, do they have to walk do they have to be near a train? Very often clients will tell me they'll only be within 5 minutes of a walking distance to a train station. So that I have to keep in mind when I do a search for them for a home. Very often clients want to be very close to the train or close to stores or walkability is a real big factor. It was several years ago, and I believe it continues to be now. People want to know how convenient that house is, especially when they're coming from Manhattan or an urban area where everything is at their fingertips. I also want to know what kind of property they want. Do they want a house? Do they want a condominium? Do they want an apartment, a townhouse? Will they be willing to live in a homeowners association where there are homeowners dues? So I asked them a lot of questions, so I really get a sense of who they are and when they want to move and the kinds of what they're looking for in a home. I think that's very important to know, as well as the size of the house, obviously, how many bedrooms they need. That's the obvious questions. How much land they want. Often people coming from the city really don't have an idea of square footage or they don't have an idea of acreage. So it's very important to know that in mind. Also, some clients say to me, I must have a 2-car garage. Others are acceptable with a 1-car and additional parking in the driveway. So these are different factors that I ask, even way before I even meet the client. So when I do my search for them, I really are very specific in what I send, not only in terms of price. Obviously, price is factored into it. They have to give me their budget. They have to give me what they're willing to spend if the house needs renovation versus a house where you can move in and there's move-in condition. So you can see, even before I meet the clients, there are many, many, many questions I ask. And in many cases, probably too many. But I really have to get a sense of who they are and their needs. So this will be continued next week, and we'll go into more of the services I provide. If anybody has a question, feel free to call me at 914-906-4376 or email me at michelle@silversons.com. Have a great day.